So I bought a pack of Coors Light at Costco for $30, whatever the big one was.
Oh, the 30-rack!
This is what I was saying. I thought it was
rack.
at my place. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have Coors
for days.
And I bought the 30. So it's sitting right now in my fridge.
Well, listen, Joseph, we don't have to stay here all night. I know you got a table, you got some ping pongs, and you got some cups, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come over there. I'll show the world how it's done.
I mean, there's already like 30 beers downstairs as well.
Well, I was like, should I bring him here? And I was like, there's no point because he's got a bunch there, and then we'll always use it if we ever come to that place. So, well, it's not going to go wasted.
Never.
That's just
not this group.
No,
I promise you.
The amount of Coors that we've gone through since the COVID virus started is astounding.
It is ridiculous.
I didn't throw beer boxes out for like a good couple days, like a couple weeks, I should say. And the amount of Coors Light boxes downstairs was astounding.
That's insane.
yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us for episode 8. We're in the last month of the year, guys. And I hope everybody's doing as well as we are. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but blessed, a little tired. This week was a long one, and I cannot tell you how excited I was to get this going. Honestly, all day, I've just been thinking about this fucking podcast. And just, I would have started at like 4 o'clock and just let's go.
Yeah.
But again, I got my guy, Chris. How we doing, babe?
Oh, I'm doing good, Bob.
Let's appreciate that. Pat, looking tight. How you doing?
Good. Who's Bob?
You ever seen the fucking super fans, man?
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Bob.
Gotcha.
Hey, Chris.
Bob Swirsky's super fans.
Got it. Understood.
Goddamn, Pat. Goddamn.
You were exceptionally loud tonight, sitting on my right side, Chris.
We're trying to work with the mic. We understand we've had some difficulty with the sound a little bit. Nothing like a good mic and a couple of guys sitting next to each other real tight.
Yeah. Kumbaya, like, you know?
I love it. Joe, how we doing tonight?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm amped up. I'm amped.
Could it be the 30 ounce of coffee you got next to you?
I've taken high levels of uppers and
now it's time for
high levels of downers with the liquor. So I'm all over
Joe's
the
all
place.
jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Oh man, we don't have any Mountain Dew tonight.
There's one in here.
I don't think we got some. We got. So we definitely got a lot of good. We got some whiskeys. We got some gin. We're gonna having a good drink tonight. Let me tell you what.
We're a couple Irish coffees before this.
Nice. So we're gonna have a very good night. We've started very strong. We pre-gamed the pre-game a little too hard, probably.
We did.
Fix him a highball.
Maybe troubleshooting the mic.
Yes, kind of just getting everything ready. So, and again, I'm just going to throw this out there. You guys can email us at the snppodcast@gmail.com. Pat is still waiting for his first email.
He's dying.
I have not checked it. Actually, you might have one. I don't know.
We have Instagram at podcast snp, Twitter at podcast snp. And we do have a Facebook page, so guys, please take a look and let us know. Let us know what you're thinking.
35 and older fans out there with Facebook.
My 18s and over queen. Anybody
15 older? We're working on the MySpace page, guys.
There you go. Jeez.
I believe MySpace is deserted now.
Tom will be our friend.
You know what's crazy about that? First of all,
who's got that Zanga anymore?
Whoa, there you go. What a throw out there.
You say Zanga.
I don't even know if it is.
I bet you kids today.
I don't know what it is.
The game company that puts out all the mini games. It's like the online diary.
It was a diary.
It was a blog spot.
I could not remember the name of that. I used to have, and I wrote like maybe 2.
You could put a song. You could change the background.
You could write about your day.
Oh, you wrote about your day?
Change the color of your font.
I'm gonna go. My weekly mission to find
Weekly fight.
on the podcast next week.
Like one of my first girlfriends I broke up with.
I'm so sad.
And no. I broke up with her. She was a little bit of a something, but she wrote me a 2-page MySpace comment, and I remember looking at it and I'm like, this is too much.
So you're saying this is a sign of things to come for your future relationships?
Yes.
Oh, it could have been, I guess.
This was a trend that continued.
I mean, I did like him crazy.
I mean, we did. I mean, you and Joe we're going back and forth on the
crazy
conference
scale.
calls.
Zanga 2.0 is here.
Listen,
we're on the crazy train.
And
we're going off the rails, baby.
You know, it's funny, Rich. That I realized that the song in Big Mouth, the Changes song, like this in the intro. I didn't realize that was a Black Sabbath song until this week. Maybe that was just me. I'm not sure if I was the only one who knew that.
Wait. Did Pat finish season 4?
No. I don't.
Okay.
No, just like I was listening.
We finished season 3 of
No, we're going to.
The song that just came up though, and I finally realized that it was Black Sabbath. I thought it was somebody else.
Joe, if you watch Big Mouth season 3 with anybody else, I might have to cry.
There is no goddamn way we're ever going to find you on Zanga.
Damn.
I already looked. I looked for my Zanga. It's gone.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this is.
Wait, do you know that MySpace was dead and gone, and somebody bought it for like $330 million?
Why?
Yeah, because they wanted to make Tom their friend.
They also transferred.
I need a friend, man.
They were transferring their server, and they lost like 50% of it or something in the data.
You kind of think about that, how that's just like Tom. Who I don't know. Whoever created MySpace just was not a visionary like the guy for Facebook. I've always thought Facebook would die out, which I feel like it is. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I know you guys don't use probably Facebook.
My picture is the same one I had when I was 21 years old.
Yeah. So Instagram and Twitter are, where the one is where I think is still kind of, I think we'll probably take over because it's the simplest. It's either going to be Instagram or Snapchat, because Twitter, I think it's just too divisive. It's like Facebook. Facebook, I think, kind of killed it for our generation. It's like all you see is all these people bitching.
All day, every day.
Yeah, less words, more pictures.
Yes, like I don't want to see. I don't give a shit about your political views. I don't care about your life. I don't want to give you one.
I don't care about anything. I don't even want to see the pictures.
I would like. No, I don't mind the good picture. Like
I told you that I responded to the first comment in maybe.
Oh yeah, give it to us, Joe.
5 or 6 years, and it was something about taxes, and I was like,
oh, it's about the Illinois
Illinois fair tax, and the guy was.
You came in common sense.
Yeah, I was trying to be very. So he was saying some things.
What is your first problem?
That were right, and some things that I thought were wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Who knows? But I came in and I go, hey, I agree with these things that you're saying, but there's also these things that are possibly dangers if this were to pass.
Yeah.
And I put that there and I was like, okay, that's a very middle of the road thing. I agreed with some things that he put on there, and I was very nice and, like, yes, this is right, this is right, this is right. These things, though, are probably, they lead, whatever. So I put my points in and then I left it. And then that dude came so fucking hard at me.
I can guess how this responsibility
you wrote. So hard at me with, like, articles and facts. And he's like, the only thing I could find was this, like, right-wing think tank thing. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. This is just what I gleaned from, like, reading the actual document, talking to you guys who, we're all accountants.
So we knew what we're, like, not to say but we know what we're talking about because we did a lot of research on it. And it wasn't good. And this guy, he's getting all his articles.
And I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Well, here's how I respond to be like, you lost.
Well, that was it. That was another thing too. Is like this was after it had already failed.
You lost
to pass. He wanted it to pass,
and Joe was just trying to be like, he was just trying to have a conversation with the guy, and that's the issue. That's why Facebook and Twitter don't work. Is like,
that's exactly
because everybody thinks everybody's attacking them when you're just trying to have a conversation.
Well, it's like a text message.
It's exactly like that. I was just about to say, you put in a message. And you read the words, and depending on your mood, the time of day,
that person who receives
your current train of thought, you're going to read something, and it's impossible to tell tone.
Yeah,
it is.
Exactly.
And
so you're taking your tone, instead of like the conversation, you're putting your tone on it. So like, there are times where you get a text message like, oh shit. But it's like, it's depending on how you really feel.
I got in trouble.
You just know the tone that Peter has when he sends you the word duck every time.
That's 100%.
Duck, mother ducker.
What did I used to send Chris when, so me and Chris commute together and, we work in different office spaces, and I'll pick up Chris on our way home. And my old iPhone used to have anytime I would try to say here, it was, I forget what it wasn't here. It was T-E-R-E?
It was like something like either
that's you, bud.
Heard or
it was something weird. And it was just like, why do you always say this when you're here? And I'm like, it's not me, it's Apple's
tier.
Tier. Yeah, something like that. It's like, what the hell are you trying to say?
Somebody sent me a message. I write my stuff very grammatically, so I'll put in commas, I'll put in periods, use exclamation points. I write it. That's how somebody.
That was so serious. I was like, wait, what?
Somebody though came at me with an article or something. I forget what it was, saying people don't put periods in their text messages. It comes off as rude or like angry, and you're trying to be very factual and to the point. And I'm like,
so Joe is the.
Wait. So if you put a period, you're angry or mad.
Apparently,
that's just
is that what they're just saying?
The perception is.
I can see Joe
end of sentence. My point is made. You're welcome. Kind of attitude.
I think a lot of my text messages end in periods.
Well, that's exactly.
Chris, you send like 3 messages a week, anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
I write in full sentences.
But I mean, like I found that in college when I typed my first paper. when I do shorty, I was typing text instead of so I automatically switched it up and typed out.
I'm just thinking, I see Joe like we're like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where he's like the captain talks and like dear Peter, how are you doing today?
Sincerely,
Sincerely, Joseph.
Here's the thing. I went on a couple dates with a girl, and you guys all know I've never been good at texting. Anything like that.
The English language is a challenge for Peter McGraw.
And it's not me. It's just like
typing English language is a challenge for Peter McGraw.
Honestly, what it tells you
because of his fat fingers. He's got fat fingers, ladies.
That my brain goes a lot quicker than my fingers, so I just miss words. Fat
fingers, baby.
Fat fingers. But so this girl literally short. I'm not even kidding.
Stocky short.
Whoa, listen, boys. It's very long fingers. Let me tell you, very long, thick fingers. But
he's got hands like Andre the Giant.
That's what I'm saying. A 24 ounce can looks real small in my hands. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Doesn't match 24 ounce can.
You know what I'm saying?
Got those Foster cans.
Doesn't match the rest of his body. It's real awkward looking, but it's okay.
No, I went on a couple dates with a girl, and my text messages are bad. She's like, I don't know if I can handle your grammar. And I literally said to her, bye. I'm not even joking.
Somebody spelled it wrong.
I went to her, I was like, well, hey, listen, this ain't gonna change. Good luck, sweetheart. But I was like, she wasn't that pretty, so it was like, listen. You ain't worth the headache.
She was more attractive. Peter would be like, all right, I gotta do 2 fingers.
No, Christian reviewing all my sexting.
Why does it take you 6 hours to get a text message from me?
Pierre's knocking on my door at 2 a.m. Yo, man, you got a text message. Stop bothering me.
All right, well.
Chris McGraw, editor-in-chief.
Yes. Oh, hell yeah. Everything I've ever done, because it's all poor Chris. So if you're not following us on Instagram yet, Chris's whiskey advent calendar has come in.
Chris has written many audit reports without ever being an auditor.
There you go. And we've brought in, we've got 5 whiskeys that we've got to try. We brought 2 tonight. The first one was an Irish whiskey.
There's no name on it.
Just thinking about it.
Wait, we didn't bring the cards, huh? Chris is going to look it up.
I'm going to pull it up here in a second.
So go to our Instagram. You can see everyone.
The first one is A.D. Rattray.
Yep.
The banknote, the 5-year blended Irish whiskey.
And it was a light whiskey.
Some could mistake it for water.
Joe took the whole thing in one shot.
So we poured the first one a little early, and it was starting to get too icy. And Joe thought it was water. He chugged the whole thing.
I had thought, oh, my ice is melting. I thought we hadn't put whiskey.
Well, we were mic testing, and then
and so I thought,
and the ice was starting to melt in the glass.
I thought it was one of those situations.
Joe didn't realize there was alcohol inside water.
I thought it was like a drink your water so it doesn't taint the whiskey kind of thing. Took the whole thing in, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, and thank God it didn't have a very strong taste, like a very strong bite, but it was, whew. Yeah. I saw earlier this week. I saw a video of a kid started chugging a bottle of water, thinking it was water. He was at a party. It was vodka. I just thought about how much he chugged before he realized, and then afterwards, there was a glaze in his eyes. His mouth was getting watery.
Okay, but hold on.
Thank God mine was only a mouthful.
Yeah,
I got to follow that too, Joe.
Follow it up, but we're gonna because I want to get this poured so we can have because our ice is melted.
I took the water out of mine.
We got number 4 here. We got a whiskey from Israel, Chris.
It is Milk and Honey. It's a classic single malt whiskey.
I'm going to open it if you don't mind, Chris.
Nope, absolutely. Go for it.
So I'm going to take a little smell. Oh, it smells pretty good. I'm actually really excited about this one.
I've seen this one on store shelves before.
Okay. So Chris is going to pour us a little pour white pack.
The water out of mine.
Yes, I'm sorry. And white pack gives us this beautiful.
So I was at a party once and it was like the end of high school. It was high school and where they were sitting around and like there was like a bunch of beer cans on a table. And they were going around like feeling them, and one guy's like, he just picked one up and he kind of feels it, and he goes, drink this one. So one of my friends at the time drinks it, and all of a sudden he starts gagging like immediately, like just straight up immediately starts gagging. We're like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude? It's like that much Miller Lite in a can. It's like, it was a dip spit.
Yeah, I know. Chris, Ryan, or a couple of our buddies, Ryan and Derek, were in their car, and they were just going for a ride. And Derek drank Brian's dip.
Oh. Yeah, I can't imagine that tastes good.
No.
I dip, you dip, we dip.
We still call it pussy, though, but, you know.
Well, hey, no. Oh, Chris, baby. Sharing that whiskey. All right. Let's give it a little taste.
I've had so much whiskey tonight.
Yeah, you have. Well, we all. But yeah. No, you're right. We did have the Irish.
So you got the hair on your shoulders, bro.
Oh, yeah. You say on my shoulders?
Yeah, and the chest.
Chest, upper.
Yeah, you've had so much whiskey, it's just coming out of random spots.
Mid back.
Yeah, there you go, bud. I actually. Ooh, that's a little spicy. But I like it. It starts sweet, but hits you real tight.
Yeah, it's good. It's not bad. A little smoky at the end.
And then, so we also have.
It's got a little oak in it.
It literally sounds like Roku gin. It looks like a gin. Oh no, I'm an idiot. No, it is. It's a Japanese craft gin
by Suntory.
And we're gonna do.
Doesn't Suntory make the whiskey? Japanese whiskey.
They do.
We're gonna gin tonics. Joe's gonna make us some gin tonics a little bit here, and then our boy Pat was nice enough to stop at Benny's. And again, if it ain't at Benny's, it ain't worth drinking.
Yeah. Exactly.
Got us an American Pilsner. Give us the saying, Chris. How do you say this name? Hougoumont from
Kings and Convicts Brewing.
And they were located where, Pat?
Highwood, which we've learned is between Chicago and Kenosha.
Yeah, there's a lot of space between that.
I do like this one, yeah.
I like it. You know what's weird?
It's a Pilsner.
I had a pinball Pilsner. Yeah, last night, and it was so much more hoppy than this right here. This is very so much smoother.
The slogan on this beer is called
Pilsner. You mean like by Three Floyds?
Yeah.
The slang of this is have a hoagie, which is kind of interesting. And the hougoumont, how do you say, Chris?
So have a hoagie? You know what a hoagie is, right?
It's a sandwich.
No,
right?
it's a hoagie. Have a
hoagie. What's a hoagie? I don't know what a hoagie is.
It's a nickname for this. What this is a basic.
I know what a hoagie is. I don't know what a hoagie is.
What is King of Convicts think? Oh, that's the
this is named after a ship that would carry convicts from Australia to England in 1867. It says in the can.
Oh shit! Okay.
So fun fact for those listening.
That's like in Ireland. There's.
I thought it went the opposite way. I thought they sent their boats to other countries. Is what I thought they did. It's weird that they brought them back. It looks like on this boat.
In Ireland, they have boats called hookers. So there's tons of bars around Ireland that are just called the Irish hooker.
I was wrong. I read it wrong.
I
read it wrong. It was to Australia from England. My bad.
Oh, Pat, let you stand back at home.
The English language is a challenge for all of us here. This podcast.
Some write better, some read better.
Yeah, listen.
You're not together. We make one normal.
One normal
smart person.
If all four of us read something, we will comprehend it to a 50 percentile radius.
No, I mean Chris probably smartest.
Oh yeah,
I would say Pat and Joe probably compete for second, and I'm definitely the dumbest.
Oh no.
Yeah. But
listen, we're fighting for the shortest and tallest midget here. We're all
that's right. Ooh, baby,
Listen. I'm not getting on the short bus with you three in the morning. I'm getting on the long bus at least.
At least we're sitting in the back seat.
Yes,
cool.
I'm in the
back of the long bus.
Yeah, get beat up because you a nerd.
No.
I watched Billy Madison the other day, and that reminds me of the bus stuff.
I'd be like Napoleon Dynamite riding with the little kids on the long bus with my action figure going out the.
Oh my god!
Nice.
What?
I've
never seen Napoleon Dynamite.
God.
Whoa!
Can't believe it.
What?
That's an American classic.
Mine is for other kids.
You never seen either?
Hey, yo, Napoleon.
He didn't like it. Oh, Pat.
Hey, yo, Napoleon got any
Fuck, have you not
tots?
seen this, Pat?
Dude, I was called Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay, there you go.
Fucking hated it. I didn't have curly hair, but I had like.
I think I know what we're watching tonight, Pat. Napoleon Dynamite.
No.
Actually, that brings up a topic. I saw. I sent this out to you guys the YouTube clip for the trailer for 3 Billboards.
Did you?
Yeah. Or I think I did send it to you. I know I sent it to Joe and Chris. Because it had some funny...
definitely told me to look at it. I don't know if you sent it to anybody, but I told you.
Yeah, and it has where the lady kicks the kid in the 2 kids in the groin.
Yeah, you didn't send this to me for sure.
Yeah. And 3 Billboards. I think it got like some award, and it's actually based on a crime where this husband killed his wife, but the husband was in with the sheriff. And so they could never like the.
Oh wait, this is based on a true. I saw this. So this is based on a true story.
The movie's not, but but it's based off a reporter went through this town, saw these 3 billboards, and then they made a movie. They made a movie based on 3. But the real story is, unfortunately, this wife and this husband, the husband actually killed the wife. The sheriff would not. There was good evidence for the husband, but the sheriff would not convict or try to arrest the guy. And the mom was really pissed. So she took 3 billboards and they've paid for the billboards all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like to like be like, hey, fuck, what the shit, blah, blah, blah. Why aren't you doing your job?
Mm-hmm.
And the movie I saw was the 3 billboards that won an award. And the movie, I like the fucking trailer. We've all seen movies where the trailer is amazing.
Gives the best parts. Yeah.
This is we started at 10:30 and it just kept going and going. It's a
well acted movie, but it's a movie where basically nothing happened.
The only bad actress, and that was Wilson's Woody what's his name? Woody Harrelson's wife. I thought she was terrible. But not that like I'm a fucking actor, like a but the movie in all general, and just wanted to bring it up was I thought it was just so garbage because it had nothing to do with the real plot.
Which is
it ended on a weird fucking thing.
It really was ended.
What the hell was Peter Dinklage doing in there? I don't get his part besides saving, I
think it's like one of those movies like, do you remember I think it's called The Master or The Masters with the guy who overdosed. He was one of the
Scientology movie.
No.
The Master's a Scientology movie.
It's a Scientology movie, yes. But it's got what's his name in it?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. And Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, that's a Scientology
that
movie.
Won a whole bunch of awards. Nothing happens in that movie. It is the most like.
See, that's the other thing. I fucking hate these awards.
There's a difference between like you can have a movie that's very good. Great acting. They get an award for it, but the story is just not attractive.
It's not good.
Maybe it's not attractive to us. Yeah. Maybe there's people out there who...
That's what it is. You got a panel of people choosing what they think is good, not what...
And these awards, they're all they do is fucking pat these actors on the back. And it annoys the shit out of me. And I thought, like...
Pierre's just pissed that he hasn't gotten one of those sweet-ass gift bags by being invited to one of these things.
Dude, those things I heard are ridiculously awesome.
But they probably don't even use them because they're all...
Yeah. Well, no, but that's why you want to become a C-list celebrity. So you go there and you get one of these and you get a $50,000 gift bag and you just sell everything. And now you're making money, baby.
Man.
But so when I'm watching this movie, it reminded me of like this crime that they couldn't convict. So the end of it is they never figured out who killed the lady's daughter in the movie. They couldn't convict. They couldn't find out who killed the daughter. Mm-hmm. And thinking about now, Pat's always talked about like you cannot get away with murder now. Mm-hmm. And there's a podcast that I just listened to on Dateline.
It's a lot harder.
Well, it's almost impossible. Like it's almost impossible. And you're right because you talk about how there's the latest. I don't know. I know you listen to Dateline too, but I don't know if you've heard this one. But where this guy gets killed, and it's very random. But so he had a Mustang, like a beautiful.
Oh yeah, I did this.
Yeah, so I don't know how it ends. So don't ruin it for me yet. The night they have this Mustang, it ends up in like this ghetto. The lady, the person in the car who drops it off. There's so many fucking cameras. They catch her dropping the car off, walking, keep walking. She gets to a Starbucks. They follow her. They block to the Starbucks. Mm-hmm. They can see in the Starbucks, she goes in the bathroom, comes out, has changed. They watch her leaving the Starbucks, dump a bunch of evidence, puts it, and then she walks to a Home Depot, changes again, walks to a Walmart.
Also, she has a unique walk, so yes. You can kind of tell who it is.
Yes, and she's kind of thick too.
Not anymore.
Yeah. So she goes to a garbage can, dumps more stuff. I'm sorry. And they saw her, and they can look in the bag that she has. She had disinfectant wipes so that she could wipe the crime scene down.
Wow. Also, she went to a CSI exhibit in Las Vegas.
So I haven't
so she could learn.
So she could learn how to sort of get.
So it must have been the wife. It must have been the wife.
It's always the wife.
Yeah,
or the husband.
So she thought. So this
She also lost 100 pounds, 200 pounds.
Yeah. But But
so she didn't get away with it?
No. She couldn't because it's literally it's the whole crime, after the crime.
Well, here's the funny thing. In England, there's cameras everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Yeah, that's because all those fucking hooligan soccer teams fighting each other.
But I mean, it's like
I remember
one of the most recorded places.
Yeah,
I think in the
you
world.
You can't get like so one thing, and I'm like, all right, so and I thought it's like holy shit, like they know from beginning to end that it was like it's kind of hard to really see her face, but the detectives kind of know right away. Like they're looking at her.
Have you seen that thing?
What just? No, I didn't.
Luca. I didn't see that thing, but I've seen other things about
it. It's a very similar situation, though. Everything's
disgusting.
on camera. I mean, he's putting a lot of it up, but then there's security cameras and stuff.
He hacked you to death on.
Well, he had sex with that dude, and then just fucking. That's terrible. But literally, it's this guy. He wanted to become. Internet famous. Yes, he wanted to be an internet famous. And he tried everything, and so he couldn't do it like normally. So he tried to go the route of
psychopath.
Ted Bundy. He lured some Asian guy to his house and he raped him and then he murdered him with a machete and hacked him on a live stream.
Was it really rape?
Wow.
I thought it was rape, but I could be wrong about that.
I don't know. They were willing consensual sex, and then they
found each other wanting to do.
Either way, he hacked him to death afterwards.
Yes, and then he
recorded it.
Yes,
while he was doing it.
Yes.
So did he put it on
Yes.
He put it out. He put it on the web.
He posted. Yeah,
he put it on. He put it on the line.
So with the Dateline, so just to kind of
Christ.
Sorry, I don't know what you guys think. So this is so crazy to me. But the other thing is, we're in such a surveillance type society. Does that ever you should literally watch her in the Starbucks the whole time.
It's very similar to the Christopher Watts thing where you had a timeline of his whole thing.
Yeah. I know, but does that ever? It makes, I don't know, it's weird to me. It's
my neighbors have cameras outside.
Yeah.
All you guys are on camera until you walk my house.
Is there any privacy at all?
Joe's got cameras at his place too.
Should there be any privacy though? Should there? I'm just thinking.
Well, I don't think it's being. It's not like you have cameras in your house that people are hacking that they have on you. It's those are public. You're walking through a public walkway, so anytime you're in a public domain, you're on camera. When you walk into any grocery store, you're on cameras from the time you walk in to the time you walk out. Granted that they have more cameras focused on the registers and stuff, but any store you go into, you're on camera.
Does anybody remember? Real quick, and I'll let you comment on that. I just want to. Do anybody remember I forget the name of the freaking podcast that was on Dateline that was insane about the one dude. Where we listened.
Is this the one with the guy in high school?
No, about the one on the ski. Remember when we went skiing and it was about the chick who was in love with this dude. And his new girl.
This is the one we were listening to on the way home.
Yeah.
The guy that has a golden dick?
Yes.
Yeah. He was getting a girlfriend and a wife or something like that at the thing.
No.
There was something to do.
He had his girlfriend.
He had two different girlfriends, and one they crossed paths.
No, he had an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Ex-girlfriend. Yes.
I forget the name of it, but
I'll be able to find it.
Yeah, find it because I would love people. If you haven't heard this one, you gotta listen to it because it is so ridiculous what this chick did to try to get this guy back. But you were saying about
But she wasn't really trying to get him back. She's just fucking nuts.
No. Her game was to get him back.
Yeah.
The girl, to get him closer, and she
was trying to drive a wedge between his current girlfriend so that he would come back.
And then she went to she killed her.
And then he went back to his original boyfriend with the wife.
Yes.
But you were saying about the surveillance state.
Oh no! Well, just always being on camera, I was watching this documentary on Elf.
Elf, the
on Netflix. Yeah, and
the cartoon or the plush alien dude?
No, Elf, not Elf. I'm sorry, Elf.
The movie
with Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. Okay.
And they were talking.
I was hoping you were talking about Elf.
No, sorry. They were talking about the way they shot a lot of the New York scenes where he's going through New York is very guerrilla style. A lot of those people in that movie didn't sign anything because it's in public. So he comes up to a guy in New York City who's dressed in a red suit. I'm not even joking. Red tracksuit. He's got a Santa Claus beard. He's got a red hat on and he's got headphones. And Will Ferrell comes right up and he's like, Santa! And the guy looks at him and he's like, whoop. He's like, whoop, sorry. And just darts off. And when you see it in the movie, you're like, oh, haha, that's planned. You realize, no, that was just a guy walking down New York City that he came up to, did that to, and then they skedaddled out of there. But because he's in public, you can use their image and you don't need release or anything like that. Which is crazy.
I wish I thought, don't you, if you, so it's a difference, if you go to a bar, the one time we were in Wrigley, and they had that reality TV show kind of,
it was a long, for this.
It was called Scorned.
Oh, Scorned, yeah. Dateline Scorned. Please look it up. You'll love it. It's ridiculous. I've listened to
it. The guy's name is Dave.
It was Dave.
Wait, Chris, you remember when we were at the country bar that's in Wrigley? But it used to be,
wasn't it the?
No. It was next to the parking lot that's now the pizza place.
Oh, the country club.
Yeah. Remember?
I thought the other one I was thinking of that they did casting call for was the one in Gold Coast on Division Street. They were doing some in the back bar, not Benchmark.
Benchmark's
no,
the one that Pat
loves.
Yeah, Pat.
Woody's.
No, the one where I told you to go outside, you came back in, and you
had to pay $10 to get back in. It was on the corner of Division and State.
Oh, it was Hops.
No. I'll look it up.
But McFadden.
McFadden, yes.
Which is no longer there, which is good because it's a shithole bar.
Yeah, they were doing casting. They were doing casting.
And the country bar in Wrigley, we were there one time, and they were doing like a reality kind of, and they like.
Oh yes, they brought people in. They were doing weird shit. Yes.
But I guess you don't. Like, we never signed a waiver. So
best
no, there's something about being on public property versus private property. Yeah. And I think if you're in, because you'll see people on shows they'll talk, but I think I don't know if it's a verbal thing. I don't know what.
You don't always have to, because like when I saw AC/DC at Wrigley Field, they filmed that they didn't put the DVD out.
All they have to tell you is
all they do is put there's a sign up when you walk in, like this will be filmed, and that's all. That's all they gotta do.
Yeah.
If you don't want to, you can walk the fuck out. That's all they do.
I'm assuming that because they did that reality thing, they had to probably blur out a lot of. If they got a clear shot of your face, they probably had to blur it out because. Yeah, they were telling people that they were going to film inside.
Chris signed the waiver that still blurred his face out.
You've seen it where there's sometimes people that are talking.
I got a walking blur on my face all the time, Pat. What are you talking about? It's a filter nowadays for me.
Hashtag no filter.
Hashtag no filter. That's another thing that I like. I've been doing a lot with our Instagram, and there's like 92 fucking filters.
Dude, filters? I thought you were talking about hashtags. Hashtags are just as crazy.
Well, I love that because that gets us some better views. But the filters are out of this freaking world. Like, there are literally, like, any type of way you want to look. Also, I love when Snapchat, like, I find, like, the Instagram versus the Instagram or the model post versus the real person.
This is so great!
Instagram fraud? Is that what you're trying to say?
No,
it is.
It's fraud. No. It's fraud to like the 9th degree.
It is angles. It is filters, and then it is legitimate, just like
scary.
That's why. They're just photoshopping it.
Hey, you've never had the privilege of being on dating apps. If you ever see a girl who's taking a picture that's like pretty much pointed, slanted, high up, and down towards you. They're pretty much portraying fraud because it's the best angle to get a picture.
Oh yeah. That's the
Okay, my phone. You're talking about the camera. So I have a Google Pixel
1700.
Not the 5.
The newest one, baby.
The 4. The Google Pixel 4, which has a very good camera.
Excellent camera. The best.
Excellent. Honestly, really the best.
It's got a fantastic camera. But they've got a lot of little functions, and it legitimately will tell you when you look out.
It says you're fucking ugly. Put the camera on, baby.
I'm not even joking. If you're taking a selfie, right? And
is that your best angle? Try again.
Sometimes I'll open my camera, and I don't know why it does this, but it starts on selfie, and I'm just looking at my face. The
camera turns off automatically.
If you hold it there, it'll tell you may want to raise the camera for a better angle. So there's literally something in the phone. All right, there's literally in the phone that can tell, hey,
shit, the phone wants to let you know you're ugly.
So it just literally tells, hey, put that bad boy up in the air. Put that bad boy up in the air.
The further up in the air you put me away from you,
the phone's like, maybe stick to radio, baby. Maybe stick to radio.
The better looking you're going to be.
No, but you guys have all heard the story of the I think it's Japan, but it might be China with it.
Okay, this is the thing. They have live filters so that even if they're streaming something live, it will change the shape of their face so that it's thinner. And there have been cases you can find the videos where they got out of the camera and the thing that all of a sudden they have this round face. Japan is so hardcore in their makeup videos.
Shit, where they get a background on my Zoom.
You got little tape stuff so that
I'm not gonna lie. Peter's story is great. If you haven't heard of it,
sorry.
No, you're okay. No. That's great to know because that's crazy. Also. It honestly does. When I get a picture that's filtered, it's like, what are you doing? Like, I know what you look like. I don't need it fucking filtered. Like, stop it.
Peter sends me filtered pictures all the time. Like, you're not.
Oh, it's funny.
It's like, Chris, how's this look? How's this look, Chris?
It's just blacked out.
And then I draw a penis on it. Just no. I think it's Japan. I could be wrong, but Japan's very known for cosmetic surgery to make yourself look better. And this woman in Japan, the Asian, like it could be, it's in the Asian countries.
Once again, these are the DLM facts that you.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, this is Peter McGraw facts.
These are the S&P podcast facts here. Boys.
Yes. But I'm telling you right now, you can look it up. I believe so. The woman, it could be China or Japan. The woman got all this cosmetic surgery, and she looked gorgeous. She got this very wealthy man. Got married to this very wealthy man. They had kids, and their kids were fucking.
Oh yeah, you told me the story.
These kids were not that bad looking. Like, listen, but he sees his wife, he sees the kids. Yeah, he's like, what the fuck?
They're not my kids. This is very different than the way you look. This is very different than the way I look.
This is Tinder fraud to the max.
Yeah,
and he sued her. He fucking sued her
and won. For what?
And won.
What did he sue her for?
Fraud? Yeah, something. I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever Japan allows you to sue him for, apparently.
But if you're those kids, you're like, Daddy, I'm not that ugly.
Yeah,
you are. Yeah. Oh, he was so pissed. It's like, I don't know. That's another thing. Like common sense and like just be a better person. Like you fucking asshole.
It's kind of funny though.
It is kind of funny, but that's just kind of like fuck you. Dude.
It's so ridiculous, but it's funny.
Listen, I can't. I honestly, Joe's talked about it a long time. He wants to go to Japan.
I do so bad.
Yeah, and I
do too. I'd be like the third tallest person in the country.
Godzilla, you would,
dude.
If you went with us, you'd be the fourth tallest person in the country.
I'll take it. That's way better than the U.S. The U.S. rate that.
Unless Yao Ming's there, then you're in trouble.
That's China, man. That's not Japan.
We're all in a correlating height that if you stand us all in the right order, we're just a human Wi-Fi bar.
Yes, it's awesome. That's my favorite picture when we all stand together. But that just brings me to something I've been thinking about a lot lately is like tonight, like if it was any other Saturday and not in the fucking Handy, we would be going out and having a great time.
Oh, I'd be dancing.
And it just, I've been thinking
so
like
much
more recently, like what do I miss the most about
dancing?
About not like what do you miss? What are you looking forward to with when this is all said and done? Like it's going to probably be June 1st. Let's say June 1st, 2021. What's the thing you cannot wait to do?
Live music.
Cubs game.
Live music concert for me.
Okay.
Anything?
Anything that you can do. So I'm saying, like, you guys are jumping. Anything you can fucking do. Like, and you don't have to wear a mask anymore. You don't have to worry about the guy standing next to you.
Oh, wait, I don't have to wear a mask anymore?
No.
Well, I'm looking forward to that first gym day that I don't have to wear a mask. That'd be fucking great.
Okay, and then what entertainment-wise?
A Cubs day game where we can get blitzed. Those are always fun. Yeah. Those days are always fucking good.
I'm going with a live concert still. Like a big line concert, like not some like at a bar on a Saturday night, like a real legit concert.
If it was in time for Lake Shake, that would be the best.
That was me too. I hope to God they bring Lake Shake back.
They made a solid move by stopping that this year. They decided not to do it like January.
Extremely likely there'll be one next year.
That's got to be one of the hardest things to put. I mean, that's like a mini Lala for country. Like they've got.
And it's so good. Yeah. I don't know why. I missed that.
I think it's because they still keep it small in some manner. Like they're like, listen. There's one stage
the lawn's open though.
There's the lawn, but what I mean is they don't have like 6 stages.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
They have 2 stages though.
They do, but by the end of the night, it's one main stage.
Yeah. Hey Joe,
the problem with that
looks like it stopped. No,
why is it doing that?
Well, we got our first technical difficulty here.
The problem with the Lake Shake venue though is that the lawn is complete dog shit.
Okay.
It just wasn't.
Listen, my heart sank a little bit. We're at 22 minutes.
Don't worry, we're gonna edit that part out.
No, we'll leave it.
Oh, this is the best part of this. But okay, so Joe, what do you think? What do you can't you wait? June 1st, no mask, no nothing. You don't have to worry about the fucking guy walking down the street.
Joe wants to go to the titty bar.
Joe wants to go to Social 21.
Social 25?
Yeah.
So there's the concert there's like 3 things probably I want to do. Maybe technically 4. The first one will just be like going shopping in a congested area and not having to worry about like being.
I don't like going shopping before pre-COVID.
No, I know, but it's even more.
Not worrying about.
I always move out of the way. I'm always very polite, especially going to Costco. That place is a fucking madhouse, and I feel like I'm just like, I'm trying to be polite, and some people just don't give a shit. And I'm like,
I bring a plastic bag and a snack.
So that'll be nice. That's like on an everyday level.
Yeah.
Going to Lay Shake, I would love to do, and I can't wait to go back to the gym and just like hit the bag. I can't have a bag in my apartment because of it's like up a story and it'd be very loud. What's that?
Go in the basement room.
It's just like it's still a loud noise though. You know what I mean? Like the sound carries. I'm constantly hitting something. Like it's not something I can have.
If you do it like a normal time, it wouldn't be that big a deal.
That's kind of
yes. It's.
Well, if you're doing it at 2:00 in the morning, it's probably fine.
No.
If you're doing it like 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, it's not gonna be that big a deal.
Yeah.
There's other weird noises people have around.
I always get worried about being too loud.
Were they gonna evict you out of your dad's building?
Well, but he's also like
I'm like you, Pat Lynch.
He's trying to set a good example.
I'm trying to be polite, you piece of shit.
Also set a good example. You're the landlord or you're managing this building. You want to be.
I thought it was gonna be late. I had to rot a toilet before this, and I was like, "Fuck."
You know what? That one at Alabama.
What the hell are you gonna miss?
Sure. Oh, that's a great. Yeah.
There's so much, but I'm not gonna miss. I can't.
Or you can't wait.
You know what I honestly am thinking about? It's just
dancing.
No. You know what? Yeah. I can't wait to do this fucking podcast. And then we can go out. And just go out!
That is going to be the number one thing.
Katrina's also really excited for the bars to open up again. I'm sure that's...
I could see being like, can't wait for, being able to go out and have more than just seeing us four. We get like all our friends who are kind of like
friends. I just love being.
We don't really see more people anyways.
Well, no, but like I love to see Mike. I love to see Brian. Like I get why people. People are just.
And then the last thing you should travel.
Yeah. That's kind of given for everybody.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We're going back to Joe's boxing. Joe, give us a little, what we did last Saturday is we went to the fights. We had wings. We had a good time. Did you actually see the fights?
I did. Yeah.
Give us a recap. What do you thought? Like, first of all, Jake Paul? It's
Jake Paul. Yep.
On Nate Robinson. How long do you think he actually trained? Like, he looked bad.
This is, and I think
I've never fought before.
I can't remember if I said this, but there's a difference. Like, there's a difference between hitting, and you saw this in that fight because they were very much like on top of each other. Which is something, this is a perfect example. When you went to my first fight, it was like two wild deer clashing into each other. Distance is not a thing. This is why Jake Paul won though. He's had a couple fights now. He probably trained a lot more. And there's something about the technique and like knowing distance. What is the guy's name? Nate, what's his
Robinson.
Name? Robinson? Yeah. Nate Robinson. Probably a genetic freak athlete. Level of like
so cardio. He tried to like 5'8" and could dunk. He's a
He tried to play quarterback in the NFL. He tried out with the Seahawks.
Yeah, so he's a genetic freak athlete, but it's like it's also one of those things. And this is what I was trying to say: is like just because you're good at one sport doesn't mean you're good at another.
Yeah, absolutely.
Michael Jordan, best basketball player ever. Baseball.
Not the best.
Could play AAA. Maybe play like low-level pro. Like he wouldn't be a phenom that he is in NBA, but he's still. It just doesn't transfer over, and that's the thing in boxing. So with that Nate Robinson Jake Paul fight, he didn't have his distance down. He just doesn't have the experience of just being in the ring that much, and that's how you see. And so Jake was just better at it. He had more experience, much more. Even though Nate Robinson had this genetic freak. Like, incredible athlete, and hard trainer mentality. It's just one of those things.
What did you think about them not stopping it in the first round? Like, it looked like...
I think this is one of those things where...
It was just...
boxing's always corrupt in general. All right? It's always corrupt in general. It's been for a long time.
So what you're saying is referee had so many different rounds.
No. What I'm saying is they came in this and they go, listen, we need the views. This is about... a show. This is not.
As at least guy gets to the second
there's no
round.
belt on the line. This is just for people to watch. So let it play out.
Okay.
Do I think he was in Nate Robinson was in danger in terms of head trauma even after that knockout? No. Because here's another thing. There's a very huge difference. I was never a good fighter, but there's a huge difference between fighting someone who knows how to fight and fighting someone who does it for fun.
Yeah.
There's one time on the last Golden Gloves that I did, I got to go to another gym and the guy who owned that gym trained a lot of like really top and amateur to pro level fighters. Okay. So I got to go into the ring with one guy who was like really good. Really good.
Oh, I remember this. You telling me this, yeah.
I was training for months, and I remember I fought this guy, and I came out crying. Like, I got into my car, and I cried because I was so sad. He was so good. He could hit me so precisely right in the chest. Nonstop. Like, just every single time. And it hit so fucking hard. So hard. There's just a difference.
I just want to see these guys fight a real fighter. They fought, like, Robinson played basketball forever. They fought some other guy before that. I want to see them fight someone who actually fights.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be a non-event. It would be a non-event.
Like, but this guy's so, like, big and bad. Like, he's like, but he hasn't beat anybody.
But that's the game. It's just talking nonsense nonstop. Like, he's like, I want to challenge Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's not going to fight him. But it gets him in the news and it gets him talking. And now something else could happen.
Conor McGregor would wreck his ass anyway.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Because Conor McGregor's got a left hook that would just destroy that guy. Come on. I think McGregor would...
I'm not saying that Conor would kill him, but Conor would take it. The money's right.
He might.
But that would even be a better fight for him.
But then there's even that thing of just like...
I think it would be a good fight. I don't know who would win it, but I think it would be a good fight.
I think Conor McGregor and Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, McGregor easily.
McGregor without a doubt.
McGregor's a fighter.
I don't know. I mean, like, because... to be off the top of my head, I don't know.
McGregor still understands distance and he knows how to punch somebody.
But I don't understand. But like the other thing,
he's not fighting Floyd Mayweather, who's probably the best defensive boxer like of all time.
The other thing is, I'm not sure like McGregor's height compared to Jake Paul. If Jake Paul can learn how to jab, that's all you really got.
He wasn't that much bigger than Nate Robinson. Robinson's 5'8".
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like I know enough about this. I'm not saying that.
Here's another thing though.
Joe taking a sweet time on
Jake Paul will not punch at the same like
I said liquor
pain. I'm not McGregor. He could probably jab McGregor or even swing at McGregor, and it would just be a different class.
I'm not saying. I just don't think you automatically throw it out there. You know, Jake Paul isn't that great of a fighter. McGregor looked pretty decent in his thing, but I'm just saying I don't think you automatically throw McGregor as the winner.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I'll take that bet. Whatever you want to bet on that.
I'm not betting anything. I'm just saying you don't.
Here's the thing, though. It's never going to happen because he's a pro fighter.
Jake Paul wouldn't do it. Jake Paul, what he wants to do is
Jake Paul would do it.
No,
I don't think McGregor would do it.
For it, yes.
You know what? I don't know because you know what I think Jake Paul wants to do. What he wants to do is he wants to get all these. What he's trying to do is get people to call him out,
that's exactly what he's trying to do.
Yeah, and which is great because then he can do these pay-per-views.
That's why we need Joe Keneally to call him out right now and on every podcast until he accepts a fight.
And then Jake Paul, I'll take you.
And then me and Peter can be your quarterback.
I have to lose so much.
No, the best is some
the hell you have to
Evan Kane from the
Evander Kane.
Yes,
and then the Breeze brothers are talking shit to each other.
It was Evander Kane from the San Jose
Sharks and the Reeves brothers.
Well,
one of them played for the Kings. I don't know where
it was. It was also some old guy. It was also an old boxer like Antonio Tarver was like 50. He's like, I'll wreck this dude.
Well, that's just it. I mean, it's like a different thing. Like
get Herschel Walker in there. That guy's like 55. He's still murder somebody. Fucking murder.
Here's a great example though for Rocky when they first did the movie Rocky.
Which Rocky are you referring to? The original Rocky?
Yes, the original OG Rocky.
The one where they did not want Sylvester Stallone to do it, but yeah.
Yeah.
He wrote it though.
Yes. So
they think he might have stolen it from
when he first started doing the like the sparring and the choreographing, he got a real boxer in there. He thought, well, I'm in great shape. I'm getting pretty good. I'm doing this thing. Fantastic. But there's a difference between like doing it, I mean, just getting used to getting hit constantly.
Oh yeah,
your body builds a tolerance, and he did it. He went in there into the ring with a real person, and they had to stop. It was a one-day shoot. They pulled the guy out. They never did.
Do you know that Drago almost killed him? The guy who played Drago almost killed him in training. Like, he punched him so hard.
But it's like there's a skill in learning to take a hit, and that just comes with experience.
Yeah. There was me and Pierre played a clip of Joe Rogan when Mike Tyson was at it. And Mike Tyson clearly specifically stated there's a difference between being in shape and being conditioned.
Yeah. Conditioned, yes. Which is why when I did Golden Gloves, I didn't do a month. All of a sudden I'm running 10 miles a month later, no problem.
That's what like we were talking about. It's like me and Pierre saying that it's like, Yeah, I'm in shape. I am not conditioned. And Peter's like, I'm like, probably the most closest person to being conditioned is you.
And that was a very small window. That was like several days window.
So we just poured ourselves a gin and tonic, and this is phenomenal.
Thank you.
This is like my cup of tea.
Try it. Have you tried it?
I've tried it. It's not my cup
phenomenal.
Of tea. It's got some weird aftertaste.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
The cough was not related to the bite of the taste. It was just
so lime. So we're at 50 minutes. Chris, I think we need to lock in.
Parlay.
Oh, yeah.
Your parlay.
Quick, as they're pulling that up, out of curiosity.
Damn, that's really good. I like that a lot.
Recent events. Did anyone see that high school kid tackle?
Oh, yes! Me and Peter, I asked Peter about it. That was fucking nuts.
But you've seen this in high school all over. This is ridiculous.
But so, like, if you haven't heard about it, like, this kid on one play literally, like, was tackled the quarterback after he passed the ball, got roughing the passer penalty. Ended up taking, I think, a swing at the offensive lineman, got 2 personal foul penalties, and got ejected from the game.
Yep.
So he got ejected from the game.
Yep.
And when he heard that, he ran onto the field
within seconds. And by the way, phenomenal camera work on whoever the cameraman was, because he
understands with the
hold it back to the play. All of a sudden, he's like zooms out. He's like, "Oh, shit's about to go down." You can hear stuff happening. Zooms out and then gets it.
The player just drills the referee.
I mean, it was like one of those things. He like scoops up, like he comes in low, hits him in the chest, and just picks him up and flies.
Here's the problem: not the problem. So that kid needs to get a little bit of time for that.
Well, he's getting charged with the Class A felony down there, and it's just like, and it's just like
they don't need to ruin his life for that. He's a hot. The kid's hot.
That's the thing is like, what was going through your mind?
No, he's an idiot. But he's also they need to figure out what's wrong with him. They don't need to ruin his life.
But I mean,
he's the crazy thing is he's still. I mean, even though he's 17,
coming to a dateline in 2022,
young. It's just one of those things.
The crazy thing
I feel bad for him because what he did was wrong, but clearly there's things in that kid's life that,
Yes. So this, okay, not to go, I want to go back really quick to the another thing that what we were talking about, the other thing is, this lady was a principal, it's phenomenal.
This is so good.
The principal she was doing great, and she decided to kill her husband. In my head, I'm thinking, like, what do you think? Like,
what are we talking about?
Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. Go back to the dateline. But okay. Yeah, my fault. But like thinking about like this kid, like what are you thinking? Going back to because I wanted to mention this earlier is in my head I'm thinking, what is this lady thinking? She's a principal, so she's a principal. Uh-huh. She's making probably $200,000 a year, doing very well. Her kids are almost out of the house. She's about to retire. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. Mm-hmm. Just divorce the guy. Like, what are you thinking? Doing this elaborate plan to kill the dude? Like, it made no sense to me.
I forget exactly what her motivation was, but
I think maybe the insurance.
It was insurance,
but it wasn't that much. It wasn't out of this world. Let me get a taste, Chris. Let me see what's wrong there.
I'm not a big fan of this gin, apparently.
I mean, gin is.
I also got screwed by Gavin one time where he gave me a fucking double shot of the rubbing alcohol.
Oh, I mean, personally to me,
gin's. I'm not a big fan of gin either. So like, this is okay. Like, I wouldn't drink a lot of these by any means. But
yeah, that tastes as good as that.
Yeah,
it's just again, it's just a preference.
Yeah, you don't like gin.
If you don't like gin, you don't like gin.
Yeah,
I get the lime taste.
Don't worry about drinking it. I'll take it.
Yeah, you don't want to finish it. Yeah,
I ain't no fucking pansy.
No. Okay,
but that kid, that's freaking nuts. And
he screwed his team over too.
He screwed his team over. They got kicked out. He screwed his team over. The school did the right thing, took their team out of the playoffs. Yeah. But he was also defensive player last year.
Yes.
And he was like their kicker and punter as well. He wasn't just like the defensive line.
This kid probably had a really good chance of doing something.
Because he was a good wrestler too.
He just you know what? Sometimes I don't have out of control anger issues. But sometimes you just fall off the handle.
Yeah. And there's one mistake. Yes. It could just have been.
We've all been there. Listen, if you don't have somebody who, like, we've all been at bars and people have done them things, and Chris has gotten mad, and I've grabbed him. I've gotten mad. Chris has grabbed me. You've gotten mad. You've grabbed Chris and me.
Yeah.
And Pat has never done that. He's
Pat's running down the street to get the cab.
Pat starts the fight that he grabs Chris for.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is, we're just blessed enough and somebody just didn't grab him. or stop him.
Well, no,
but that's the thing, right? Like,
no, he did grab. His teammate did grab him, and he
hit the guy, but like they had a coach there, and the coach didn't stop him. Like wasn't in front of him to get back out.
Here's the thing,
but like one of his teammates saw him running onto the field and tried to get out there with him, and just couldn't catch him in time.
Yeah, that's what happened. To stop him. He's also a great athlete.
Yeah.
As a defensive player of. So I mean, he's like
the other thing. You're right. Like every time someone grabs me when I'm doing something dumb, it's kind of like all right, cut it.
Yeah.
It's done. Stop.
Clearly, he swung at the guy before he was heated.
Yeah.
Kid probably just wasn't.
It was one of those games. Like when we used to play flag football, Chris used to get scared about me because I love the kind of the
he would love to talk. He would just not stop talking.
I never threw a punch. I never did anything. But
I wasn't more scared of like him getting like I was just more like scared like he would talk too much and somebody would get pissed with him. And then just beyond.
Because the other problem is, you're right. Like, if somebody's
you don't understand, you don't understand what that guy's mentality is.
Yeah. But, okay, so let's go, like, we're just all over the place, but let's go to the parlay real quick. And, let's give some Tittle Bitties!
Tittle Bitties and the Joe Lock of the Week.
Oh. So, Joseph, with his out of the blue Kansas City pick, won us some money last week.
That was a hard one.
It's true, but it was a nice pick. Let's start with the parlay, and then I can't wait for Joe. Joe, just listen. Get yourself.
I'll listen.
Yep.
I'll figure it out when I got one that I know is a
you got your lock in, baby.
Got New Orleans over Atlanta by 3 points.
Yes. We got a Chris Tickle Bay to start off. New Orleans has won and covered each of the past 5 meetings, and Atlanta is 1-4 against teams with winning records against the spread.
So that implies that you take New Orleans in that.
Yes. Wait, what was the over on that?
It's a 3-point.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that.
3 point.
Wait, is
New Orleans and
is
Atlanta.
it Jason Hill still?
Yes.
Jason Hill, yes.
And do anybody know if Todd Gurley's? I know Julio Jones is looking to suit up. Is Todd Gurley going to play?
No clue.
Okay. I guess that doesn't matter.
Yes, we can go take a look at.
Chris, we gotta look that up.
That's not a big deal. I'm asking. I'm trying to get us some money.
I can do a Google search and maybe find an answer.
Well, let's go look at Peter's fantasy team because Peter has Todd Gurley, and how would you not know? He's questionable.
Okay.
Is he likely to play or not at this point? You can kind of know usually by Saturday evening.
The Falcons list Gurley knee as questionable for Sunday's
He's had a questionable knee for like 3 years in a row.
Yeah. The old Bill Belichick.
They're gonna jack his knee up with some cortisone.
That's a really good that I read about.
He was limited on Wednesday, had no activity on Thursday.
It's a rest day.
What do you do Friday?
Yeah, chicken wings. He loved them.
He's still not out of the woods. He got back on the field. Was able to get back on the field in some fashion on Friday.
All right. Well, that sounds suspicious. So, okay, so New Orleans is a top. Is a possibility. I love Jason Hill, but I feel like the world's gonna come to him at some point. Taysom. I like Taysom Hill too. I like Taysom. All right, Chris or Pat, give us our second game. Boo boo.
We got the Indianapolis Colts by 3 over the Houston Texans in Houston.
No, that's next.
I got one. I got some tickle bitties for this one.
Multiple tickle bitties.
Since the start of the 2017 season, Indianapolis is 6-1 against the spread against Houston. Houston is also 1-5 against the spread against teams with winning records.
Since when?
So that would imply
since 2017. So they've won 7 match. They've played 7 times and they've won 6 out of 7.
That's a strong.
They covered it.
That's a strong pro Indianapolis in those tickle bitties. Next game. Got the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the Miami Dolphins, and the Dolphins are an 11-point favorite.
I got tickle bitties on this one, too.
Big favorite on that one.
Miami has covered 6 of its past 7 games. Miami is 17-6 against the spread since its Week 5 bye last season. Cincinnati is 1-4 against the spread in its past 5 games as a double-digit underdog.
And a Pat Lynch useless.
So you got one. We're fucking. If we do the scale, it's pretty much even, right?
No, Miami's leaning towards Miami.
Super.
Miami's.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
Miami's playing a Joe Burrowless team in Miami.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
But 11 points is a lot of points.
It is.
That's what magic. Yeah, I bet you.
Well, no, they activated Tua.
Yeah, Tua's playing.
They activated Tua, and they also activated the starting running back Myles Gaskin. So.
Oh, Peter, shut the fuck up.
If it makes you feel any better, they're 59% say yes currently and 41% say no.
Okay, great.
Next game is the Jacksonville Jaguars travel to the Minnesota Vikings, Minnesota is a 10-point favorite.
Yeah, that one was a ballsy one too. I didn't like that one.
Who the hell would put 10 on Minnesota? God damn.
Because Mike Glenn's probably still quarterbacking for
I don't care, Minnesota. I mean, they were hanging in last week. They were hanging in that game somehow.
Yeah, because Mike Glenn would actually do 3 touchdown passes for once.
Jackpot!
Next game, we got the Las Vegas Raiders coming off a very poor showing in Atlanta over the New York Jets by 8 points.
Next.
That's not a chance on the night. It's supposed to be rain. It's supposed to be cold, precipitating out there. I don't know.
No Josh Jacobs playing.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the not 8 points on that one. That's a good call. Next game, we got the Cleveland Browns traveling to the Tennessee Titans. Tighten up for a
Tennessee. You need to bet that over in this game, people. Bet the over.
Tennessee is a 5-point favorite in that
bet game. The over. It's 9-1 in the last 10 games when Ryan Tannehill started.
This is going to be the week that's going to get fucked in the ass.
No, Tennessee, the Bears.
Tennessee is a 5-point favorite in that game.
Next.
Next game, you got the Detroit Lions traveling here to Chicago to play the Mitchell Trubisky-led Chicago Bears.
I got some tickle bitties on
Chicago is a 3-point favorite.
I got some tickle bitties on this one. I don't think we should choose this one, but Detroit is 1-11.
I'm not sure the Bears office score 3 points. I'm not going to be honest with you.
Detroit is 1-11 outright and 3-9 against the spread in its past 12 division games. The only win came in Week 17 of 2018 against Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers got a concussion. And Chicago is 3-9 against the spread as a favorite since the start of the season.
Here's my thoughts. If this game had Matt Patricia still as the coach of the Lions and they're going to play man defense in the fourth quarter against Trubisky, I'd say, fuck yeah, take the 3. But
I think
we skip on this one. With no Matt Patricia anymore. Playing man defense.
We've got one so far. We got New Orleans.
Yeah. Well, you poo-pooed the freaking...
Miami?
No, not that one. The Colts one.
Yeah, no.
We got the next game is the Los Angeles...
Fucking hate the Colts. Go ahead. Sorry.
I
apologize.
The Los Angeles Rams take on the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. Los Angeles is a 3-point favorite on the road.
They're now like a 1.5 point favorite.
Why is that?
This is like they gave it to you Tuesday and like they dropped.
Next game. Wow, it's a big spread. You got the New York Giants go to Seattle, and Seattle is an 11-point favorite.
I got a tickle bitty. This is just an interesting one that I found. And I thought I'd share it with you guys.
Shit on it, Joe. Shit on it.
If Colt McCoy starts, he is 7-21 against the spread. The worst mark by any quarterback in the Super Bowl era.
What is with Bigger?
Daniel Jones is hurt.
He's not playing.
I apologize. Wait, so I thought Seattle and who?
Giants.
The Giants.
Oh,
in
shit.
Seattle.
So Colt McCoy, if he starts, is 7-21 against the spread. The worst mark by any quarterback in the Super Bowl era.
Seattle again.
It's a lot of points in Seattle, but
how many?
It's 11.
Yes.
DK Metcalf.
I feel like
on Chicago Canales. Yeah.
I feel like next week we're gonna be that guy writing a letter to Roger Goodell about the point spread here. Next game is
Dad picked yes apparently for that game.
You said yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So next game is Green Bay will win by 9 or more against the Philadelphia Eagles in Green Bay.
Wait, say this one again?
The Philadelphia Eagles will lose to Green Bay by 9, or Green Bay will win by 9 or more, I guess, is the main thing.
I like that. Next.
9's a lot of points.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of,
next game you got
the problem is, the problem is, Philly, I don't know if you guys watch, they're just an atrocious offense.
Yeah, and you're going to
Wentz has been
but you are going to choose Green Bay, and then they're going to get...
Yes.
Because
you're right, because Green Bay's up and down.
You know,
Green Bay comes out and shows... Green Bay doesn't show.
When I watch the Eagles offense, it's like watching the Bears offense. Yeah. It's just
it's an easy pick just to choose Green Bay, but to cover that 9 points is the hard part.
Green Bay's going to win the game, but will they cover by 9? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we got the New England Patriots going to Los Angeles to play the Chargers.
Did I have Herbert Walker or what?
And the Chargers are a 2-point favorite.
I know
the Chargers, we looked at this game, and it's not pretty much pick them, but I got some tickle.
I would take New England.
New England is 5-0 against the spread against the Chargers since the start of the 2010 season.
The Chargers know how to lose close games.
I get that. I get what you're saying.
But I also have the other one. The Chargers have failed to cover 5 straight.
The Chargers are a team that knows how to lose close games.
All right, I'm going with New England. So New Orleans, Seattle, New England.
You also got to understand that they only play each other once every
but you got to understand that
no, I understand.
New England is Tom Brady.
Yeah, New England keeps their games close generally. They haven't been really blown out too many times.
Yeah,
they still keep a close game.
It's 2 points is a field goal.
Yeah.
No, I was hoping to be a pick'em because
we can easily get fucked in that one, but we'll see. Unless it's Joe Panini's lock of the week, I don't know if it's
not yet.
So next game
I was thinking about it.
We got the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City against the Denver Broncos. The Chiefs are 14-point favorites.
Yeah, with that.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are at home, though, right?
Yeah, still 14 points. It's 2 touchdowns.
Chiefs don't lose at home in December.
But 2 touchdowns? Vic Fangio's defense is, I think they're close to the league leader in sacks.
I'm not saying that it's one that we choose. I'm just...
You know what's crazy is Tyreek Hill has no idea what a real quarterback is because he thought when he first saw fucking Mahomes, it was shit. Garbage.
Yeah. Well, he's also the guy that beats his children, so
that's true. Never mind. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
Next game. Anyways, next game is the Washington football team goes to Pittsburgh. I got that right for a change.
Way to go, Pat.
Pittsburgh will win by 7 points or more. This is also Pittsburgh's second game in less than 5-6 days.
But it's going on Monday.
This is on Monday, yes.
Yeah, but they played on Wednesday.
Oh, shit. You're right. You know what? I like Alex Smith. It makes me nervous because I think Alex Smith, people are not giving him...
I think Pittsburgh won. I don't know if they'll win by 7.
Yeah. Actually...
I don't have anything on this. I wouldn't touch it.
Okay. Yeah, can you say that one more time?
So, which part?
Pittsburgh versus Washington.
Pittsburgh, I know the team, but what's
Pittsburgh has to win by 7 or more points.
I'm going to say no.
And they beat a junior varsity Ravens team on Wednesday by 5 points.
I'm going to say no.
Is that your lock of the week?
I'm going to say that's my lock of the week. So
lock of the week? Go back!
To be clear, Pittsburgh. The bet is Pittsburgh will not make more than 7 points against this.
Oh, not win by 7 points.
So 7 points or more.
Yeah, so just pick. If the game
that's going with the points.
If the game is 13-10. Pittsburgh's got 13. Washington's got 10.
So you want the Redskins with the bet. I'm telling you,
Redskins.
Washington football team with the points. So give them plus 7. So that means as long as Washington
can win or lose by less than 7.
7 points or less,
or wins
we win the bet. Or if they win the game.
7 wins or loses
by less than 7 points.
Oh, yeah. Take that 100%. Yep. Pittsburgh has barely beat every team this season. And it is going to be so close.
And that is the Joe Keneally lock of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a Joe Keneally lock of the century of the week.
All right, next game. We got to do one more. We got the Buffalo Bills traveling to the San Francisco 49ers. I'm not sure where the hell that game's going to play. Chris, do you know that one at all?
I think it's in Arizona. No, is it Arizona? Yeah, it's Arizona.
Okay, that's
they're playing in Arizona.
I didn't know that till right now. Thank you for that. San Francisco's a 1-point favorite. I would probably go with that game personally.
I have nothing on that.
Okay, so we got New Orleans, Seattle.
There's one more game.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. We just got 4 right now.
The last game, we have 4. The next game is the Baltimore Ravens play on Tuesday in Baltimore against Dallas.
On Tuesday?
Yeah, they're playing on Tuesday.
Oh, I didn't know.
They give them an extra day. We don't know if Lamar Jackson will be tomorrow. We'll find out if he's off the COVID reserve list or not.
Oh, that's great.
So Baltimore is an 8-point favorite in that game currently.
I have tickle base for this, and I wasn't sure if Lamar Jackson was playing or not. But Dallas is 2-9 against the spread. Worst cover percentage in the league. Dallas is also 1-4 against the spread on the road, and Baltimore is 4-0 against the spread in its past 4 games. In
I like the Ravens. I'm not going to be honest with you.
I would. Other games remaining, we haven't picked. I would take Miami over Cincinnati. Personally.
All right. Okay.
That's my choice personally. That's what I would take.
What do you think, Chris? Miami or the Ravens?
Personally, I'd take the fucking Colts, but I'd probably do the Ravens.
Wait, who are the Colts playing again?
They're playing Houston in Houston.
No. All right. You know what? You know what's funny? It's going to be the Colts are going to win that game by how much, Chris?
Colts have to win by 3 points or more
over Houston without Will Fuller. Joe, okay,
so we're picking the Colts. The fucking goddamn Texans have Will Fuller.
That's what I'm saying. So you go the Colts over. I get it. I see what you're saying. All right, let's do the. You know what, Chris? We don't listen to you enough. Let's go with the Colts.
Go with the Colts.
We're going with the Colts. So we got New Orleans, Seattle, New England, and the Colts. And Joseph
tomorrow about 2
Century.
About 3 o'clock
this week. Pick is
about 3 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. Once the Colts lose this game, me and Chris, we're all going to be blown up on phone.
Oh, we're going at Chris.
Christ,
as hard as it can be.
Christ,
I'm just
excited. Come on, Phil Rivers, baby.
Don't fuck this up.
Phil Rivers going to throw a pick 6 in the 4th quarter to fuck Chris.
Wait, does Buffalo play this week?
What's their bet? How's the parlay looking? Not great.
What do we think the total score of the Buffalo San Francisco game will be? And the yards, offensive yards as well.
69?
48.
I would go 55 maybe. That's what I was kind of thinking.
Okay. Wait, what's the bet for Buffalo? What do they have to do?
In the offensive yards in that game, I'm going to go maybe 650.
The over-under is 47 for that game.
So we'll go to 47?
Okay.
And the yards for that game looks like 760.
Okay, 760 it is. All right. Our parlay is submitted. We have New Orleans to cover the 3, Indianapolis to also cover the 3, Seattle to cover the 10.5, New England to lose by less than 1.5 or 2 points, right. And then Washington to cover the 7 against Pittsburgh.
Nice. All right, we got this.
Yeah, the what is they're really screwing you right now? Clemson, Virginia Tech, but LSU and Alabama doing their part, 35-14.
Wow. And 2 reminders, the Joker's lock of the week is Washington.
17-10, 5.5 minutes left in the third.
And the Chris Tuggle-Bitty lock of the week.
Not figure it out.
And the Chris Tuggle-Bitty lock of the week is the Colts, baby.
That sucks.
There's a little bit of that Peter McGraw anger that he doesn't have.
I never said I don't have. I'm trying to control. And it just comes when it's losing $5. It hurts.
Fucking goddamn Clemson.
$5, man.
It's so promising.
It's almost a
he could have gotten one $5 footlong with it.
It's almost a metro train ride downtown right there.
It's funny because the subway.
Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get like overtime. We'll get like 6 overtimes.
Oh well. It is what it is. My parents were actually thinking about getting Subway tonight, and I was like, "Get the out of here! Who eats Subway anymore?"
Was it this week that there was that super bad? You talked about a bad beat. Did you hear about the bad beat?
Yeah, that was a Seattle game.
That was so.
Yeah,
that was.
So I wrote a letter to. Yeah.
So this is Monday night. It was Seattle versus.
This is a Philadelphia bad beat. Yeah.
And so we've talked about it twice, and I was really hoping for a bad beat with Indiana and Wisconsin. Fuck you, Wisconsin.
Fuck both teams. Neither one of them carried their weight on that.
Get your shit together. And the fucking receiver from Indiana who dropped a wide open fucking touchdown. What is your goddamn problem? All right.
That's enough. That's enough of Peter's problems.
Well, listen, we really want to talk about problems. Let's talk about the S&P and the Bulls.
All right. And that was the Peter McGraw rant of the week mini rants of the week there.
Ripple
and the crypto markets.
All right. Let's move on from Peter's anger for the week. We'll do that post-podcast.
If you guys want to make money, I'll let you know.
There'll be a companion podcast where Peter rants for an hour of all the things that piss him off on a weekly basis.
That's when we get big, and then we bring a financial podcast into this.
There you go. No, but
so you can really lose some money.
Monday night was. It's so true. I hate to say it.
I made almost double in my investments that I picked up at the beginning of last year.
Well,
how's the WWE stock doing for you?
Oh, it's still fucking great. I mean, I didn't cash out when it was like double its value, but I'm still positive by a lot.
You know, my uncle owes you like a really nice steak dinner. Cresco Labs.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. I bought a fuck ton of that. I am doing good. That and CDMO. What's that one?
Oh, you still in that?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, you're killing it.
Oh my God, those two. I sold it when it went down. No, I sold it before it went down, and then I bought it when it was low, and it went back up. Oh, so I am like,
it's really what's done well for me this year for us is Tesla.
Dude, I told Tesla and Disney.
Yeah.
Disney before I bought Disney when it was like dropped. Because of COVID, and then now it's fucking booming. And then Tesla, I was talking about that one a year ago, and now it is like, if you had bought that when I said it is now made it's gone up like $200 in each stock.
No, I made some money. It got to like $2,000 at one point. But
oh yes. But now it's like 3 something.
I made some money in DraftKings. I made some money in the William Penn Company.
Made some money on Monster and Snap.
Hey, everybody just pat themselves on the back, really.
And I'm looking good.
Let's talk about that shit trades. Let's talk about the shit trades.
Oh, yeah.
Cannabis. Yeah, let's talk about Joe. And Joe, how many times we tell Joe about WWE stock? Tell Joe. So Joe.
But I'm still positive. It's
positive value. How many times you got to tell Peter to sell out of Walgreens?
I'm worried about Baba.
Let's get to Cody, baby.
Baba, that's killing it, but I'm worried about that.
That thing was all the way up to 300 and it's down in the 260s. I wish I would have bought it when
I bought it real low. I'm still way up.
So am I. But I wish I would have bought it when it was like 130.
So the bad beat was before we all started bragging. The bad beat was
we had to bring ourselves up so we could.
Well, no, none of us were in on this one, but the bad beat was on Monday. Philadelphia, Seattle. It was I think like 7
point game. Yeah,
7 point game
spread.
And Seattle was winning with like less than like 10 seconds. And they threw a Hail Mary. Philadelphia threw a Hail Mary.
I knew it was a Hail Mary. I thought they scored a touchdown.
They scored a touchdown.
No, it was a Hail Mary touchdown. And they needed to go for 1 or 2. And
they went for 2-point conversion.
For some ungodly reason, they went for a 2-point conversion and got it. And there's a guy.
Yeah, there was no reason for them to go for 2.
Yeah, it would have mattered either way.
Yeah.
So
usually, I don't even think they. I thought that you can just say no. Like I thought that. No, is that not true?
I think there was still time on the clock.
So then you have to do it.
So yes, you got to.
And they went for 2 for some reason.
Yeah.
And
it broke this like huge bet.
Yes. And so everybody who had Seattle beating Philadelphia by more than 7, they got screwed. And this one guy was because it seemed like it did seem kind of like weird.
Well, he went into it very in depth.
You saying how the second half there was a lot of like questionable calls.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the game, so I didn't see it. To be honest,
no, I don't know anything about it either. So I'm just
But I mean, when you're in a bad beat, you're questioning everything, and that's like. You can look at every fucking call and every spot, and it's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
You don't want to go conspiracy, but then I think of the basketball one.
That was one referee, but it happened.
You know what though?
Boston College happened too.
That's a sport though where one referee can change the game. I don't think you can do that in football.
You know, I think in the NFL one of the rules that I don't understand is I think college is better is where the pass interference. It should be a 15-yard penalty, not a spot foul.
Yeah, I like that too. I think that makes sense.
Because, I mean, you got these guys throw up Hail Marys and they get a pass interference on it, and they're moving the ball 30, 40, 50 yards. Like, it's ridiculous.
I mean, we're getting close to, we're over. I mean, our podcast is supposed to be 45 minutes. I mean, we can go all night.
Tight 45.
Tight 45.
Which is more like a tight hour and a half.
Again, I mean, that, gin and tonic was phenomenal.
That was good. That was a.
Thank you again, Pat, for the beer. The beer was Chris.
That was great. Thank you for that.
The 2 whiskeys were good.
Yeah.
There's not much going on the rest of the fucking week. I don't know. I hope everybody else is figuring something out because I've been thinking about I'm on this shortly, but Chris asked me last night, do I go out like when I get dinner on Friday nights? Did we did we see anybody? We just didn't go out, but you're not going, like when we went to, so rambling here a little bit, but we went to the fight last week. We went to a bar and thank God we're right by the door, right by
it's freezing.
Yeah, it's freezing, but some people
don't give a shit. They walk around without the mask on. They're sitting at the bar, they're sitting at the bar, which is like something.
The capacity limit was not enforced.
And I get it. Like, listen, not everybody not everybody's as scared. Not that we're scared, but we're cautious because we're also by our parents. We want to be careful.
Yep.
At the same time, we understand that, like, you have to be a very specific type of person who's going to have very big issues from this. Like, you have to have immune issues. You have to be overweight. You have to be in just a bad shape.
Yeah.
If not, this is just going to be the flu for you. But when we were there, you're looking at these fucking people, and it's just like, who's going to bars right now? Who does not understand that, like, the hospitalizations are up, deaths are up, the all-time highs are all COVID, and nobody, like, some people are still just not. There was one guy, back and forth, didn't give a shit, not wearing a mask. But going to a restaurant right now, it's like,
oh yeah, people sit outside in front of a fucking fire. So
yes, it's also freezing your dick off. Yeah, it's.
I saw something. Chicago's doing tents. It's like tent city.
What's the difference between a tent and
well, that's exactly it. No, somebody came out.
Well, there's no circulation. It's not open, so there's no circulation.
Difference. There's no difference.
That's literally. You look at these restaurants. It's like an extension.
Perception thing. Yes. Oh, you're in a tent. You're not inside a building.
If you have, unless you have one part of that tent that's wide open, the air's coming through. It's no different than being inside the restaurant. In fact, you're probably better inside the restaurant because at least there's some circulation with the fucking vents going through it.
And then you think about, you see these huge flames.
Yeah,
and these plastic tents.
Yeah.
Something's going to burn down.
How does it make any sense?
Yeah. But I mean, I get these restaurants, they need to survive. That's what they need.
Oh, they do. Yes, I get that. 100%. Yeah, dude.
That's the other thing. So you're looking to shut things down again. And you know, I'll put money on it right now. I'm saying it right now, and I've talked about this with other people. Is they're not shut. They would shut things down right now. They would do another, but they can't do it because Christmas is so important to businesses right now. Mm-hmm. They're not going to do it.
No.
That if
they locked down Cali. Yeah, just recently.
That's why the 49ers are playing in Arizona this.
They're going to. They're going to
have to country down. Yeah, right. January 1st.
here's the thing, though. Like, on the opposite side of this, numbers are going up, and that's why it's happening. It's not coming out of nowhere.
No, it's only getting worse because, and you're gonna think about the Thanksgiving surge. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They don't we're hitting all-time records without a fucking travel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You saw that.
I mean, in California,
they're telling you
they're locking it down because of this. The hospitals are over capacity. Hospitals are totally overrun.
Yeah, the CDC is telling you to wear masks inside your own house now.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Because of how big the surges have gone.
You guys can put masks on; it'd be great right now. Thank you.
Yeah. Fuck you, Pat.
All right. Well, that was our 5 minutes of us COVID talk. Yep. And listen, I mean, again, we just go all night.
We got a big game tomorrow night, 5:00. DePaul taking on Iowa State and Iowa State. Iowa State is a 3.5-point favorite, and the over/under is 149.5.
We're definitely going in there.
Yeah.
We're going to put all the money in there.
Yeah, we're going to put all the money in
there. So we'll end it. We're almost at an hour and a half.
Let's go, Iowa State and Fred Hoiberg, right? Is Fred Hoiberg? Yeah, Fred Hoiberg's the new coach, yes.
That's accurate.
Yeah, I was about to say Tim Floyd for some goddamn reason.
Go Colts for Chris, because now he's in a long Sunday afternoon.
If you don't know, that Fred Hoiberg was a terrible Bulls coach.
Yeah, but we want them to beat DePaul tomorrow, so let's go Iowa State.
There you go. No, I don't care if they beat DePaul. I just don't want I think the end is
Chris needs a Colts win. Joe needs a Washington cover. Otherwise, they'll get shit later tomorrow afternoon.
Wait, you know, whoa! We almost ended this podcast again.
Right. I didn't think
without. We got some shots to take.
Everybody's got some shots to take. Except Chris.
I still don't understand this bet. How with jokingly, I feel like I got duped in this one, Chris.
You could have for all I know.
Wait, what? How did you get duped?
Because I thought the shot was if you hit it into the water, I have to do a shot. And if you don't, do a shot.
One for all and all for one. So we're all.
That's exactly what you're not doing a shot. I'm doing a shot.
Okay.
Great.
No, we're all doing shots.
Yeah. No, my bet was if I got the ball into the water.
Katrina, do you want a Goldschlager shot?
If I got the ball into the water, you'd have to.
If Joe got his balls into Pat's water, he would have had.
Yeah, so I didn't make it, so I have to do a shot.
Yeah. And that's just because his pendulous nads are not as long as they used to be.
Yep.
He got a surgery for that.
We got 34 points in the Clemson game right now. We're still in the third.
Tough, they call it.
And it's 52 points in the second quarter. Alabama's at the 20.
Sir, there's Goldschlager.
All right, make it 5, boys.
Give me another shot. Let me get another shot glass, Pat. Ooh, who's getting the big one there?
Katrina loves this stuff.
Katrina's getting a little shot glass.
Why?
Because that's all I got up here.
Well, no, she can
take the one. She really likes that one. And yeah.
I like you put the metal flakes in so that it cuts your throat when it goes.
Yes, that was the
bloodstream fan.
That's
the math.
Goldschlager is a. Oh, so Pat's gonna take the big one. Oh no, Pat's taking the little baby one.
That's a Malort glass.
Nice. That's good.
I was gonna buy Malort, and then I was like,
don't worry.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I gotta own Malort just to have in my house. I mean, that's.
I don't want it, and I have it.
All right. Well, hey. Cheers to the Saturday night
podcast.
To Joseph and his lock of the week of the century.
Oh, that's trash. Oh, that's so trash.
Woo!
Who doesn't love cinnamon? If you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you. All
right, we got one more. Because.
No, wait. We don't do the second one. Oh, God, no, please. No.
We got rubber mints.
What's wrong with you, Banty?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay.
We gotta do rubber mints.
I didn't finish your goddamn gin and tonic.
We didn't give this motherfucker a nice shot of that Bacardi Gold, Chris, baby. Show what it's really about.
Oh, God. I'm gonna put some hair on your balls and your chest.
All right, and we'll make this quick.
Extra hair.
I have to pee so bad.
Don't worry, we're gonna make it small for you, Joe.
I appreciate that.
We're gonna leave the recording on so that everybody can hear you peeing again.
I got you.
Oh yes.
We got a lot of comments from the ladies. They want to see. Oh, we want a little hot again for Katrina.
I hate rubber
mints. Because we're gonna have to clean this table up real nice, because Peter McGraw's getting it all over the place. Ooh, this is thick.
Yeah, when it's cold, it's thick, man. When it's cold, it's thick.
Oh, I wish I would have.
So she's thicker than molasses in January.
All right, well, hey, to end this podcast, guys, I want to thank you guys again. Everybody have a great week. Can't wait to see you next weekend.
Shout out to our followers.
To Pat Lynch's mom. Pat Lynch's mom.
To Margaret.
Yeah.
To Margaret.
Birthday month.
It's like so taking a shot of goddamn those peppermint patty bullshit things.
Woo!